Hello and welcome back. My name is Scott Heaton. I'm your host of Scott Recommends. So today we're back with Matt Bell of My Tax Pro, and today we are asking a question that you would think would be pretty common, that everybody would know the answer to, but it's really not that black and white, right? And that is, when do I pay my taxes? And that, I guess that depends on whether you're W-2, self-employed, and other factors, right?
Yeah, let's go into it. So, when you're filing your taxes, the normal tax deadline is April, well, for 2025, it's going to be April 15th. In previous years, we've seen that tax deadline get extended, but for this upcoming year, it's going to be April 15th to file your personal taxes. Now, if you have a business, and when I say business, I'm referring to an S corporation or a partnership. If you have a business, those taxes are due March 15th, 1 month prior to the normal April 15th deadline. And so it's really important to remember that March 15th deadline because there are some penalties if you file late, right? And so again, April 15th for personal taxes, March 15th for business. Separate from that, if you are paying yourself a wage, like through an S corporation and you're running payroll, there's going to be these payroll taxes that are due, or FICA tax, and that tax is due January 31st. And so keeping track of those deadlines will be important so you don't have to pay penalties for filing. Now, if you're also wanting to make like estimated tax payments throughout the year, that way you're not charged any interest and penalties. Because if you owe the IRS more than $1,000 come tax time, they're going to charge interest because they want their money throughout. And so there's estimated tax payments that you can make. And those deadlines, the first one is going to be April 15th. The following quarter, or the second quarter, is going to be June 15th, and then September 15th. And then it's going to be the following year of January 15th. And so making estimated payments by those four deadlines can also be important depending on how your income is. So,
well, I know in a previous segment we had talked about the pros and cons of making quarterly payments either as a self-employed person or as a W-2 employee. Well, I guess you wouldn't have to with a W-2 employee because your employer takes that out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So if you have questions about that, go back into a previous segment that talks about quarterly payments, pros and cons, and he'll go into that a little bit as well. But if they do go back and it still doesn't answer all their questions, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, so they can give me a call. My number is 385-352-3396, or they can find us online at my-taxpro.com.
Alrighty, you know how to get a hold of him. So if you have questions, whether they're more detailed or if you just have some overall generic questions for Matt, reach out to him. I know he would be happy to answer any questions you have, and he is a tax pro. And that's who I recommend. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.